Hi, welcome to the Music Room. I'm John Allen Bankson. Glad you're back for another installment. We're going to continue working on what we started last week with the scale and those chords that are built into the major scale. If you like the video, please be sure to ring the bell for notifications of future videos, hit the like button, and also subscribe to my channel. We've got a lot of stuff coming that's going to be really helpful, I think, for everyone who's interested in using your voice, whether that's learning how to read music or just learning some vocal technique or teaching others how to read music or teaching others some vocal technique. I want to say something quickly to those of you maybe who have worked with people who have been told that they can't carry a tune, or maybe you have been told that you can't carry a tune. At the end of this video, I want to give you some information about that, so stick around to the end. Today, we're going to talk about some more chords that are suggested in the major scale. We're using C major because that's the simplest one. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Remember our hand symbols? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. And we've mentioned already two kinds of intervals. A second, which is the same thing as a step. We have whole steps and we have half steps in the scale. Those are also called seconds. And last week we learned about thirds. We learned about major thirds. If we start on do and we skip tones in between and we go do, mi, so, mi, do, that do to me is what we call a major third, and that's the basis of a major chord. Do, mi, and the chord that's built on do, do, mi, so, mi, do, is called the tonic chord. And then we saw that the chord that's built on so, ti, re, ti, so, is called the dominant chord. And then the chord that's built on fa, la, do, la, fa, is called the subdominant. And those three major chords that arise out of the major scale are the basic chords of Western functional harmony. We say they're the basis of the blues, they're the basis of rock and roll. The tonic chord, the dominant chord, and the subdominant. Tonic is also called one chord. We use that Roman numeral 1, capital Roman numeral 1. And the dominant chord, we use the Roman numeral 5. And the subdominant chord, we use the Roman numeral 4 to denote those particular chords. We're going to talk about the rest of the chords that are based on the degrees of the scale. So we've done do, and we've done fa, and we've done so. We're going to go back to do, and we're going to go up the scale. So re, if we skip notes, starting on re, if we skip notes and we go re, fa, la, fa, re, you notice it has a little bit different sound from the chord that's built on do. The chord built on do sounded like this. Do, mi, so, mi, do. The chord built on re sounds like this. Re, fa, la, fa, re. Remember, fa is a half step. From mi to fa is a half step, which means that from re to fa is a smaller interval than from do to mi. Do to mi is called a major third. Re to fa is called a minor third. And the chord built on a minor third is called a minor chord. It has a different sound from a major chord. A major chord would sound like this. But this is a minor chord. It sounds like this. So because re is one step above do, if do is the tonic and the chord built on do is called the tonic chord, then the chord built on re is called the supertonic chord. Super meaning above. It's right above the tonic. Re is right above do. So the chord built on re is the supertonic chord. and we use a Roman numeral 2, but you notice we use a lowercase Roman numeral 2 to denote that this is a minor chord. Going up the scale from do, re, mi. The chord built on mi would be mi, so, ti. Mi, so, ti, so, mi. And listen to that. That's also a minor chord. Mi to so is what we call a minor third. So that's a minor chord also. So we use a lowercase Roman numeral for that one too. We use a lowercase Roman numeral 3 because it's the third, it's built on the third scale degree. And since mi is halfway between do and so, we call the chord built on mi the mediant chord. It's halfway between tonic and dominant. Tonic chord, dominant chord. This is a mediant chord, halfway between. All right? Now, we've already done the chord built on fa, that was our subdominant chord, and we've already done the chord built on so, which is our dominant chord. Now let's go to the chord that's built on la, and I'm going to come down here because it's getting a little high. That's do, ti, la, la, do, mi. Also a minor chord. So the chord that's built on la is a minor chord. And we use a lowercase Roman numeral 6 to denote this one. Now, if the 3 chord was called the mediant chord because it's halfway between do and so, well, this one is halfway going down between do and the subdominant chord, which is the chord built on fa. Do, ti, la, so, fa, that's subdominant. And so this is do, ti, la, the chord that's halfway between, if we're going down, halfway between tonic and subdominant. So guess what? We call this one submediant, lowercase Roman numeral 6, because it's a minor chord. That leaves just one more chord, right? And it's the chord that's built on ti. So here's do, ti, re, fa, ti, re, fa. Now that's an interesting chord. That's not a minor chord. It's not a major chord either. A major chord would sound like this. Minor chord would sound like this. Doesn't sound like either one of those, does it? It sounds like this. So it's a special kind of chord. That's called a diminished chord. A diminished chord because it's, if you take a minor chord and you lower that top note a half step, you get a diminished chord. Kind of spooky sounding chord. So the chord that's built on the 7th scale degree, we give it a Roman numeral, a lowercase Roman numeral, like the minor chords, but it's not a minor chord, it's a diminished chord. And it's built on the leading tone, that leading tone triad. So in this case would be a B diminished chord. And then that brings us back to do, which is a major chord, all right? So we've got our tonic chord built on do, dominant chord built on so, subdominant chord built on fa. Then we have a mediant chord built on mi, submediant chord built on la, supertonic chord built on re, and the leading tone diminished chord built on ti. So now we've got 7 chords based on the 7 scale degrees. And next time what we're going to do is we're going to look at other intervals. We've done seconds, half steps and whole steps or seconds, and we've done thirds. And we're going to look at the other intervals and how to tune those other intervals. We got fourths, fifths, sixths, and sevenths. We'll do those next time. And we're going to be well on our way to sight singing any kind of piece of music you want. Now, back to what I was talking about at the beginning. Have you ever been told that you can't carry a tune? Or have you worked with people who've been told that they can't carry a tune? What can you do? Well, there's a lot that you can do. And this week's members only video is especially for working with people who have been told they can't carry a tune. So if you'd like to find out about that, if you'd like to become a member and get exclusive videos every week, go over to my coffee page, links in the description, and on there you can sign up to be a member for a monthly membership. You get every week's special members only Singing Basics videos. That's at the bronze tier. If you join at the silver tier, you also get exclusive content every week on the Liturgy and Worship series as well. There are other things you can do on there. You can commission a piece. There's a messaging feature on there where you can message back and forth with me to make sure I know exactly what you have in mind for the piece that you would like to commission before you put in your commission. So I hope you will take a visit to the coffee page. Please press the like button on this if you like this video. Ring the bell to get notifications of new videos and subscribe to my channel, and please share it with your friends. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for your support, and I will see you next week with more Singing Basics.